welcome to the Diana Falzone Show here on Paltalk. I'm Diana Falzone, and I'm so excited today because we have a very special guest who's a dear friend of mine, really familiar, Vincent Pastore. Thank you for being here. Uncle Vin, give me a hug.
How you doing?
It's good to see you.
Good, and it's my birthday, so...
happy birthday.
That was the first birthday hug I got today.
Woo woo, happy birthday. So what are you going on, like 30?
Yeah, 32.
You look, you know what, I was going to say, you look younger than 32.
I'm old enough to be your grandfather, which I am right now.
And you just became a proud grandpa of a little baby who's only 8 weeks old. Can we give out her name?
Maya.
Maya. So it's a really joyous celebration. You have a lot to celebrate right now. You have
Yeah, things are good.
Things are really good for you. You have a ton of projects. I'm not even sure what to hit on first. But let's talk about your VH1 reality show, Famous Food, which just debuted about a week ago and now is all over VH1. You can tune in pretty much anytime, morning, noon, or night, to see this. And you have a pretty illustrious cast with you. Ashley Dupre, a lot of people know her from the Elliot Spitzer scandal, but she's really made a name for herself separately as an advice columnist for the New York Post. One of my personal favorites, she's kind of got a rep about her, Danielle Staub from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, my home state. You have Jake Pavella?
Yeah, I call him Bachelor number 14 because I don't know what year he was.
Yeah, and he kind of lost his temper on national TV, and he used to be a heartthrob, and now women kind of think he's a D-bag. So, I don't know. Well, I'm going to get all your insights. And then you also have this
3-6 Mafia.
This 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah.
Totally gangsta. You know, I don't want to forget anybody here.
And then Heidi Montag.
I need to know who you really gelled with and who you completely had issues, because it seems like a dramatic melodrama of just a lot of strong personalities.
Well, look, here's what happens. You know, you get in touch with by the casting director, Chuck LaBella, who got me on The Apprentice, and said they're going to do this great new series, VH1. 7 people are going to try to open up a restaurant together. And I kind of overlooked the fact that he said it was a competition, and that one person is going to win a piece of it. Piece
of the restaurant.
Right.
Okay.
And then I wasn't paying attention too much because I thought the place was already ready, and we were going to go in and just, you know, put a different concept to it, change the menu, and maybe bring some entertainment and stuff in it. So, and they wouldn't tell us who's going to be on the show with you. So the first episode you see everybody meeting and greeting each other at the Geisha House. All these restaurants that are owned by the Dolce Group, Mike and Lonnie, they own this place called Ketchup. We meet at the Geisha House, and then the next day we go to Ketchup, and it's totally gutted out. And the kitchen is in bad shape, filthy, disgusted. So it became a nightmare. So
you actually have to demolition this place and build it from scratch. Do you have teams helping you, or are you down there, you know, cleaning the floors with a toothbrush, Vin?
Well, we had a budget.
Okay.
And the thing is that, you know, who wants to grab the checkbook? And Danielle grabs the checkbook, you know, and she says on TV, I wanted to grab the checkbook because that controls power. Well, what it did, it controlled a lot of friction, because whenever you see that I need something, because I wind up doing, I take over labor department, and I need money to hire help to come in and clean the kitchen, she don't want to give me the money.
Right. It's like a bad marriage.
It was worse than a bad marriage. Yeah, I said, I need this money. Well, I'm not going to give you the money. Why not? Well, why can't you get the guys cheaper? I says, where are you? You want to get labor cheaper than $100 a day for a guy. You know, so we had that problems. And I have a friend of mine who's an expertise in the restaurant business out there in L.A. His name is Richie Palmer. I grew up with Richie, and he has a bunch of places out there. He calls them Mulberry Street Pizza. And Richie came in on the first day to give us information, and she wasn't paying any attention at all, because she didn't want any things that I was suggesting or attempting to do work.
But the thing that's interesting about your background, and I don't know out there who knows about Vinnie, but you actually ran your own
20 years.
establishment.
Yeah.
So
before you were around.
Right, and that's when you met the Dillon brothers.
Yeah.
And Kevin.
A lot of guys.
Right, met all those guys, and you really, that was how you were discovered as an actor. So for her to like poo-poo,
well,
you as a
I
restaurateur,
mean, a lot of
kinda
people have seen the first episode already, so when I say I know what I'm doing, and I get frustrated because I do know what I'm doing.
Right.
And the first thing I noticed was, I said, where's the building permit? And I don't know why VH1 did that, but they cut that. I said, where's the building permit? And where's the CO occupancy? And where's all this and where's this? And as the show goes along, we start hitting these problems.
Right.
Because we didn't have those things.
Ooh, and that's...
And we put all that responsibility on Jake and Danielle, and,
right.
and people don't come through. So I mean, the first couple episodes, you know, I get my temper up because, you know, I don't know what the excuse is, but, you know, I mean, my family's not too happy about it, but I lose my temper, and then I step away.
So this is real. This is absolutely
as real as you can be, and I step away because I know from my personal experience, if you're in a relationship with somebody and it don't work, the best thing to do is get out of it. Mm-hmm. You avoid it.
Right. Who was your favorite character, cast member that you really enjoyed being around and will stay friends with after? So far?
Well, a couple of them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I really got close with Juicy J from 3-6 Mafia. He's a beautiful dude. He's funny.
Aww.
We're talking about making some comedies together.
Really? Are you gonna rap? Because I would love that if you just like spit a beat.
I just did a rap video with G Fella. And then Ashley, you know, she started calling me Uncle Vinnie.
Ashley Dupre, we have a bone to pick because I've known this man a long time, and you have to really. I'm jealous, Vinnie. I am jealous. I am your honorary niece,
well,
and
I'm
Ashley Dupre just can't
I'm allowed to have a couple of nieces. So Ashley and I connected, and
yeah,
she's a. No, I mean we did. I mean, you know,
it's fine. It's cool. Sharing is caring. Whatever.
She started calling me Uncle Vinnie, and there's a couple of conversations that we have where she's having problems with Danielle, and I pull her over to the side.
That cattiness that happens.
And I talk to her, and a lot of things about that she's trying to figure out about the situation that she was involved in, and she's trying to change her life and everything. So I talked about that, and then I got along real good with Jake.
That's, you know, I was interested to hear your take because you're no BS kind of guy when it comes to other men and how they, you know, interact with others, and I was curious what your opinion was on him.
I like Jake.
You like him?
And I met his father, and I got drunk with his father.
Okay, that's a good way to bond.
You know, and I like Jake, and I'll always like Jake, and we text each other. So you got Juicy J, Ashley, and Jake, and not in that order.
And Heidi, was she just kind of a non-factor? She seems like she's very,
She had 2 bodyguards all the time.
Yeah, well, that's how I roll. You know me. Always 2 bodyguards.
Get out of here. I just say you come off the street, you didn't have no 2 bodyguards.
Shh, Vinnie, you're ruining my steez.
She's got 2 bodyguards.
No, it's very affected. It's
and
definitely...
she's like, you know, she's like just a little over Botox to me.
Right.
I mean, you know, and DJ Paul's a smart dude, a very big, open-hearted guy. And as far as Danielle, I'm not going to say anything negative about her anymore, but she became my worst enemy on the show.
Doesn't she always claim to have hits on people? I mean, if anybody knows anything about the Mafia, I mean, you were the star of The Sopranos for many years. You've done a lot of famous mob movies. So, I mean, if anybody should be afraid of anyone, she should be afraid of you. But was she pulling the whole, like, I'm connected, I know people?
She don't know as many people as I know.
And that's why he's Uncle Vin.
She could say she knows anybody in the world. By the way, I have to tell you something. I'm going to make an announcement.
Ooh.
That you and I worked on a project called Sit Down, and VH1 is very interested in it.
Wow.
So they actually got the tape this week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because what
happened... I
happened...
never saw this pilot that I worked on.
You were smoking it.
No one ever showed it to me.
Well, we better get you a copy. What happens is... in Sit Down, right, we reenact situations where it's close like a street justice.
Yes.
And what happened is that I signed a deal with VH1, and 51 Minds. Because of the show, they want to see anything you do after that.
Mm-hmm.
And I proposed sit down, and they're actually looking at it this week. So
It's exciting.
we may wind up doing some work together.
I would love that. That was definitely
Isn't that cute?
a fun pilot to shoot. Yeah, good work, good work. That was a couple of years ago too.
And you have a play coming up.
I do. I have a New York International New York Fringe Festival show opening on August 13th at 3:30 at Le Poisson Rouge on Bleecker Street in New York City. It is a musical, and I am one of the leads. I played the wife who cheats on her husband, and the husband has a hit out on her. And I'm spoiled and a trophy wife, and I sing, so I'm excited.
I can't wait to come see you soon.
People, I really want you there.
Oh,
so.
I'll be there.
Awesome.
I'll be there.
I hope you bring all your friends.
I'm gonna try to bring my wise guy friends.
yeah, as long as they're not like, hey, get off the stage.
No, they won't do that. They won't do that.
But you can go to hushthemusical.com. But I want to speak about Camp Felix. Because this is pretty loud, and I want to know what's going on at Camp Felix.
And you have no idea what this is.
No.
So this is a good question for you, for me. Sheila Jaffe, who gave me a big break in Sopranos, writing Cars with Boys.
Christopher Walken's wife too, right?
No, that's Georgiana Walken.
Oh, darn it.
Sheila used to date John Savage.
Oh, okay.
And Georgiana went out with Christopher Walken during that Deer Hunter time.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, Sheila, who gave me a lot of breaks in my career, contacts me and says, we're doing a remake of Walk This Way for Camp Felix. Now, Camp Felix is a foundation that Michael Lang from the Woodstock era, Sheila, and Penny Marshall, and a bunch of, high-profile celebs set up for a place for kids to go, adoptee kids. They don't have any money, and they go to camp for a couple of weeks. And that's what Camp Felix is about. So what we did is we went into the studio right over here on 34th Street, Hamilton, the big theater over there. And we went in and we went into the studio, and Jack Douglas, who produces Aerosmith's albums, and he produced John Lennon's albums, he produced a new version of Walk This Way. And when I walked in, I saw Dan Aykroyd, Jim Belushi, Chevy Chase, Tony Sirico, myself, Carol Kane, a bunch of us. And what we were doing is we were singing a new version of Walk This Way.
That is so freaking cool.
And they run it on the internet.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's what Camp Felix is about.
So you were singing and everything. And that's a fun thing, because Vinnie and I worked on some benefits that he's put together at the Hard Rock, and then at Blender Theater, Gramercy Theater. And you get up and you can jam.
I just sang with Southside Johnny last Saturday night.
You did?
At Asbury Park, yeah, I did, having a party. They did a tribute to Stevie Van Zandt, and Maureen and I were down there with Steven, and Steven sang 5 songs.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then I jumped up and did something. Yeah, I don't mind singing. I like singing. I was in Chicago, and there's talk about me going to go back and do the show again.
You think you're going to do Chicago again?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And I will definitely come and see your show. You see my show, I'll see your show.
Well, maybe you can get on stage and play Roxy Hart. That'd be a great career for you.
That would be awesome.
You could do Roxy.
I could do Roxy.
That's like a great play. You
I
can
know.
see Chicago once a month with a different cast member and really enjoy it.
Christy Brinkley, didn't she just finish off her
and
run?
she's going to London now with it.
Yeah, my God, that woman looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what water is she drinking? From what fountain of youth? Because she looks like she's eternally
I met
young.
her at a Bruce Springsteen concert. It was with me and Mickey Rourke, and we met her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful, right?
She's beautiful.
She's great, yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
Uptown girl.
I like that. She's an
the
uptown girl. Well, one thing about Vincent that you may or may not know, too, is his involvement with the troops. I mean, you've really worked in contingency with Wounded Warriors Project. You've done a lot of benefits at the Friars Club with them, your friar, and really brought a lot of attention to the troop causes. And now you're doing something, you're setting up right now, where you're actually going to offer veterans a chance to learn acting skills and techniques.
Yeah, we had a meeting at HBO about 3 weeks ago. There's this guy, Brian, who put together the meeting, and he's a returning vet who became a film producer, and So we had a big seminar, and I said, if somebody can give me a space, I'll teach. So right away, somebody volunteered a space for me.
Wow.
So I'm going to do a seminar once a month, but it's going to be for returning vets. You know, I'm an old vet from the Vietnam era. And I don't want to see my guys. I want to see the guys coming home from Iraq and Afghanistan.
Which is great, too, for reintegration. I work as a relationship expert for military.com, and the biggest thing that we really stress is when they come home, because everyone thinks it's just going to be, yay, you're home, yay,
but
how
they're
excited.
confused and they're lost.
It's exactly.
Yeah, they got to get readjusted.
And
you
this
know,
is a good way to do it.
yeah, and we also were talking about, you know, the handicapped veteran. Why can't we get the handicapped veteran interested in writing scripts and becoming producers on shows and stuff? They don't have to get involved in the acting level, you know.
Right.
So that's what these seminars are going to be about, and we're going to start them in September. And I'm going to ask you to get involved also,
Absolutely.
because you know the guys are going to love to see you up there, and the girls, and we'll get that going once a month. I'm also doing a play. It's called Strange Snow, which was the play version of Jackknife.
Yeah.
And we're doing that. And my first show, I'm doing that to all the VA hospitals. And my first show is September 17th up at Kingsbridge.
Okay.
So I'll go and do that free for them. You know, I got a good cast. Maggie Wagner and my friend Joe Dandry and Frank Licato's directing.
Oh, I love Frank.
Yeah. We're going to go do that. And we're going to do it first at Kingsbridge, St. Albans, Bethesda, and take it around.
And people can find out about this on your website, right? On VincentPastore.com.
Yeah, they'll find out about on that, and I'm sure the Veterans Association are really going to promote it.